We are quickly approaching August, which means we have some exciting stuff on the horizon in the sports world. I'm Cole Young, and welcome back to this week's episode of Sports Corner. To start, the Women's World Cup is still in the group stage, and the U.S. women's national team started out strong with a 3-0 victory over Vietnam last Friday. Sophia Smith scored twice for the United States in the opening half, and Lindsey Horan added a goal in the 77th minute to secure the shutout victory for the U.S. Their second game in this stage was Wednesday night against Netherlands, and unfortunately, the result was different. The Netherlands scored early in the first half and dominated possession in a very physical battle. A header off a corner kick in the 62nd minute by Lindsey Horan would be the equalizer, and the final score would remain 1-1. The US and Netherlands are currently tied for first in their group, each with one win and one draw. The US women's national team plays their third game of the group stage on Tuesday, August 1st against Portugal, and then the official bracket kicks off next weekend with the round of 16. Speaking of Americans and championships, American Brian Harman won his first major title at the Open last weekend. Harman entered the Open as the 26th ranked player in the world and finished his surprising run at Royal Liverpool 1 under 70 in the final round on Sunday. He finished the tournament with 72-hole total of 271, which was 6 shots ahead of second place. This margin of victory matches the second largest in Open Championship history by a golfer from the United States. Tiger Woods won the Open by an 8-stroke margin at St. Andrews in Scotland in 2000. At 36, Harman is also the oldest first-time major champion since 2017. The next PGA tournament is the 3M Open in Blaine, Minnesota, starting this weekend. Since the NBA Finals ended a few months back, we haven't had a ton of reason to discuss basketball, but earlier this week, history was made. Boston Celtics star Jaylen Brown agreed to sign the richest deal in NBA history, a 5-year, $304 million Supermax contract extension. This tops the $276 million extension for the Denver Nuggets center Nikola Jokic, who, keep in mind, is a 2-time MVP and won a championship just a few months ago. Obviously, these contracts are filled with incentives and other clauses, but for sake of argument, I broke down that number just for fun. $304 million over 5 years simplifies down to about $116 per minute, meaning by the time I finish this show, Jaylen Brown will have made around $400 or $500. Anyway, a contract of this magnitude sets the ceiling very high, and I have a feeling this record will continue to be broken down the line. While July is arguably one of the slowest months in sports, it holds major significance for one reason. It's officially the last month without football until March of 2024. The NFL preseason kicks off next Thursday, August 3rd, with the Hall of Fame game matchup of the New York Jets and Cleveland Browns. The matchup, which kicks off the NFL's 104th season, will take place in Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium in Canton, Ohio, right next door to the Pro Football Hall of Fame. While preseason games don't really matter and aren't necessarily the most exciting of games, the Hall of Fame game is more about the ceremony than anything else. The players being enshrined in the Hall of Fame this year are present at the game, then are officially inducted on Saturday at the stadium. Browns great Joe Thomas, along with Jets legends Joe Klecko and Darrelle Revis, will be enshrined as members of the Pro Football Hall of Fame's class of 2023. Rondé Barber, Don Coryell, Chuck Howley, Ken Riley, Zach Thomas, and DeMarcus Ware round out the rest of this year's class. Staying on the topic of the NFL, Quarterback, a new behind-the-scenes documentary, is now out on Netflix. The show follows quarterbacks Marcus Mariota, Kirk Cousins, and the face of the NFL, Patrick Mahomes, throughout the 2022 season. It gives us as fans a great look at the day-to-day lives of an NFL quarterback and all the highs and lows and troubles and success that come with the position. Even if you aren't the biggest football fan, the show does a great job of explaining the nuances of the game that will make you like and root for all three of these players in the future. We've got soccer, golf, baseball, and very soon football to enjoy, so be sure to catch some games or matches this weekend. But if you miss any, come right back here next Friday and I'll give you all the latest news and updates. I'm Cole Young, thanks for tuning in, I'll see you next time.